and welcome to my channel. I'm in the Cara Brandon Declutter and Organise collab. My video comes out at the end of January. However, part of that is I've started to try and clear some of my stuff from my craft room because I am more interested in doing the junk journaling than probably anything else. So I'm really trying to clear things up that I've had sitting in this room for the last well, not this room, but I've moved from the UK to the Canary Islands to mainland Spain, and all of it over the last 15 years I've taken things with me thinking I would do them, and I haven't. So I'm really making a concerted effort to declutter this year. And one of the things was I got these folders that I put unfinished projects in, and I had 14 folders. And I thought they were all to do with junk journaling. And I thought I've got to go through these and decide seriously what I'm going to do. So, which I have done. 3 of them I'm passing on to a friend who has just started junk journaling, a Dutch friend. And I thought she might like. I've printed out a kit and some the ephemera, and just left it. Some of them, one of them I've made a journal cover for already, put some papers together, and I haven't got any further. So I thought she might like to start using them to practice with, should we say, and have a go with. And then there's a couple of smaller projects, file folders I've given her. Anyway, I went through and decided I would keep the other 11. Again, I've got a travel journal that everything's put together. I just haven't decorated it. I've got a pink Christmas journal, again the same. I just haven't decorated it. There are some pieces there that are going to be starting from the beginning. Oh, I've got an Alice in Wonderland journal, one of my first ones that I just haven't, I've got halfway through decorating and stopped. So I'm going to do those. I'm not sure about the others I've got, but one of them is this. And first of all, I opened it up and I thought, what on earth was I doing there? Because I had it like this. Because, you know, I'm in the middle of, I'm in the middle of doing a paper bag kind of ephemera holder. And that's probably come out by the time this comes out. And I thought, what on earth was I doing with this? So then I turned it this way and realised that it was a waterfall journal. I hadn't made one. And what I've done, I've got this far and no further. So I've obviously taken and trimmed down quite a few pages out of an old gardening book that I probably got when I first started and don't really use at all. So I obviously thought I'll make a waterfall journal and got this far. I'd also got some papers, which is great. And these are from Janie B, her owls kit. I don't believe she's been active for a couple of years now. But she used to design some lovely kits. So again, she was one of the first designers I started getting things from because they were reasonably priced and quite easy to use when you first start. So I think I decided I must start using things up. So I've got these papers that, again, I've printed all off here. So one of the things I'm going to do is actually finish this project. Now, I need to cover all these pages with these papers. I don't know, for instance, with this page, I might put some paper around there and leave that. I don't know. I'm not sure at all, really, because I can't remember what the plan was in the first place. So I'm going to go and do that and cover all these, and then the decision will be whether I machine the middle down with my sewing machine or do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I think I'm going to put the papers on and see how thick it gets. Okay, I've put all these papers on. It's not too thick, but I will say I think it will probably get a little bit thicker as we go along. This is the middle, and I did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch and put some sari silk down the middle. There are places where you can see a bit of the magazine. I may cover them, I may not. I'll see, like here probably. I also had a piece, can't remember where it is, it's not there, that I thought, yeah, here, that I didn't have enough. I didn't want to start printing out more papers, so I used what I had, but I'm going to put a pocket along there. So I'll start off with doing part of the cover. I found this frame and I thought that would look quite nice there. I've also got these words here. These I printed out from the Graphics Fairy and they were too big. I should have made them smaller, but I quite like some of the words, so I'm just going to cut the words out. Patience is the companion of wisdom. I'm using walnut stain. I'm not going to ink a lot on here. What I'm going to do now is just go through a few of the pages, put some pockets in, and see how the time goes, because I'm not too sure how long this video will end up being, and I'm not one for very, very long videos. Right, thought I'd put that on there. Like that, but before I put the words on, I do need to do some lace on there, and I haven't decided which lace yet, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Not much going on there or there. You see there, I think I need some washi. I've put a tag sort of together. Tag, pocket, pocket. Get it right, Sharon. Pocket. And then I'm going to put this. I'm going to fold that over at the top, as I'm only using paper. Here. What am I doing? Sharon, you know how to do this. Anyway, I've had a not such a good weekend. My printer's packed up. I bought a part for it, hoping that that's what would it would work, but unfortunately not. It's doing those horrible horizontal lines, and I really don't know. I bought a new maintenance box. It was €15, so I thought, for the sake of I've got an A3 printer. I've had it 8 years. There's a story to this, by the way. And I decided that I really like it, and it's a lovely printer when it prints, and it's only just started playing up. So I've used this one. I've got the maintenance box, we fitted it, and it still went vertical, the lines. So I decided, well, that's it, I'm going to have to get a new one. Well, this it's an Epsom and it's not made anymore, which is really annoying. And it's a Waterfall, so it's more of a business one, but it's not working. So I thought I'd go and get a new one. So I went to our electronics store over here, MediaMarkt. I tried Carrefour. They only had €99 ones. I don't know, maybe they would have been better. Anyway, went to MediaMarkt, found this Epsom Eco Tank. I wasn't keen on using one of them. Got it home, set it all up last night. Took about 2 hours with the software. Managed to do it. Went to print. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Now, where was I going next? I need to cover this here. So I need to cut him down a bit there. So yes, I went and did all that. Went to print. Supposed to print 5 pages a minute. Well, I won't tell you how long later. I ended up timing it on my phone. And it ended up being 52 seconds for 1 page. I sat there and sat there and sat there. And you never know how long 52 seconds is when you're just sitting there. So annoyed. And I deleted all the software off from my old one. Because I thought, well, let's just test it, see how long that one is. So I tested it. Reloaded all the software on. Tested it. Yeah, and that was 13 seconds a page. Which would work out about right at about 5 pages a minute. 4 or 5 pages a minute. So now, change of plan. We're going back today. Taking the new one back to the shop. That's not very straight, is it? Would it look straight when it goes on there? Oh yeah, it looks okay. Oh, I do need to trim top and bottom. Taking it back to the shop and hopefully get our money back. Thank God there's a new EU law came out a few years ago that shops have to, you've got 14 days to give it back. They never used to have that. It used to be a nightmare to return anything over here. You still have to have all the original packaging. And if you've got a warranty of a year or two, you have to keep all the boxes and all the packaging. Otherwise, they won't take it back because it's not in its original packaging. Not sure how they're going to do with the bottles of ink because obviously they're not in their original packaging because I gave it a go and set it all up. But anyway, apparently they do have to take it back with within 14 days with wrong one. Need that one with no reason. So I'm now going to go back and we're going to buy a new print head, which is about €25. So I would have spent about €40 on trying. Whoops, oh dear, sorry about that. On trying to mend it. If it doesn't, then I'm seriously going to have to look for something that. See, I don't mind a bit showing there. Seriously, look for something that a decent printer. I mean, I couldn't believe this Epsom. It was €239, which is about the same in dollars. I thought I was buying a substantial one. Well, I can't believe how small and I don't know what you call it, flimsy it is. Either I'm getting old and everything is as what it used to be like in my day type of attitude, or it really is. They are so cheap and flimsy now. But I thought spending that amount of money I'd get a decent printer, so I'm not a very happy bunny at the moment with all that. Anyway, on to the next one. This one I'm going to make a wide pocket, well, not too wide. I've got my tea bag envelope and I want that to go in there. So I'm just going to make a fairly, well, let's start by folding this down. See, I'm trying to use up all these bits that when you put something like pieces like this and you have a A4 page and it comes off. So I'm trying to use all these pieces up here. Whoops. Like that. So that's, whoops, I'm getting caught with the scissors. That's that one down. Now, I had somebody called the Treasure Page pop up on my feed the other day, and she was doing some really nice pockets. So I thought I would have a go at one of them for here. Okay, you take a, there it is. You take a, I've got a map page. This will actually make two. Now, I might leave that for the moment. I'm going to take this off here. Like that. You're then folding it over. I've got the index page, and this is to make a floating pocket. So I think, tell you what, I'm going to take that off because I want more wording showing. As I say, I've never heard of her before. She's a UK Brit. I can't remember her name, but she made these lovely pockets with material and fabric. Right, I'm going to leave that like that. Find approximately the middle there. So this will be two pockets. But I'm just going to work on one here. There it is. Okay, and now to start, you actually cut this bit off. So this will then stick back onto here. But I've got to cover it first. So what I've got is some thin fabric. Can't remember where I got it. Like this. So you take a piece of that, which is what I'm putting on the front here. And then I've got a napkin, and I've taken a piece of that to put on the back of the back bit there. So I now just have to, I'm using matte medium as well. If I can get it open, yep. And I put it over the top and onto the paper as well. So I want the plainer bit at the top. I've got the edge there, so I'm just pulling it over slightly. And then what I have to do is let these dry. And what I like is you can see the wording from the map page, the map index page, through the fabric. So that's that one, and I'm just going to repeat the process with the tissue paper as well, exactly the same way. So this is all dry now and has the most amazing texture with the fabric, and also I prefer the fabric feel. But anyway, this I've inked all round. This needs to be glued back onto here, and I've put a notch in there. But first, before I do that, I want to do some stamping, and I've got these French flowers. Can't remember where I got them from, and I'm using this one here to go on there, and then I'm going to emboss it. So I need the Versamark to start off with. It's very sticky. Mind you, I've had it years, so I'm amazed it still works. I'm going to put that slight angle on there. And use this to really push down with it. And hopefully it's taken it all. And then what I've got is this gold embossing powder from Heat It Up. Again, I've had it years. So I now just need to get the heat gun and start off doing this. So this is how it's turned out. I just want to put a label on there. This I'm not bothering with at the moment until I complete the journal and I've got to that page. Now I've got my labels here that I thought I could use just to go. What else have I got? Yeah, I think I prefer that one. Yep. Just ink around the edge there. Yes, I'm going to decorate the back more than likely with a small collage when I get to that page. All depends what papers I've got left. I've glued this together with art glitter glue as well. So I'll put it on there. Like that, and then it's going in this back one here. I've glued that on as well, and I've got one of my rusty paper clips, and I'll probably end up putting some lace on the end of that as well there. I quite like that there. And now I've just got to try and complete this. Well, I think that's it. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, of how I've put this together, and I might just get on with it off camera. I'm not sure. Speak to you all again soon. Don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks a lot. Bye.